Welcome in along with Mike Renner. I'm Steve Palazzolo, and this is your Darnell Savage NFL Draft Profile, all powered by PFF Edge and Elite. Mike, the more we watch Darnell Savage, I think everybody in the office came to this realization that this guy is a really good player, and he was first on our radar putting it together a high 80s grade in 2017, nearly matched it last year, so good grading, and man, some high-end plays on film.
I was going to say, the more we watch, I don't want to stop watching Darnell Savage.
He is
That's
awesome.
how awesome it is. One of the fastest safeties in this draft class, ran a 4.36 at the combine, and you see that from the first play of the first game there against Texas, making a play in the backfield this past season. His explosiveness to the flat, to basically reacting to anything underneath, is unlike any other safety in this draft class, and it is so much fun to watch. Has a little raw, has some bad on tape, gets a little excited, bites on stuff, and have some missed tackles at times. But I just love his angles he shows to ball carriers, to throws. There's so much to like about him. You see these high-end plays that you think you could be getting something special at the NFL level.
Yeah, 33 missed tackles over the last couple of years, but I thought when I was watching his film, I'm like, man, the high-end plays are so good, I'm willing to forget some of the missed tackles. Kind of like early career Earl Thomas. He missed a ton of tackles, but you're like, man, the range that he's at, and it's okay. And then Thomas kind of tidied up some of those missed tackle issues. I'm not saying he's Earl Thomas, but if you want a middle of the field playmaker, Savage is that. You mentioned working up into the flat like a missile. Our guy Sam Monson wrote a whole article how he kind of reminds him of Bob Sanders. That's how Sanders was playing. If you're watching the broadcast view, he's like not in the shot, and then all of a sudden he comes out of nowhere. Those are the types of plays that Savage makes. The word I always use for him, though, is his acceleration in just short areas. I cannot believe some of the ground that he makes up to get at and through the catch point to make plays.
Yeah, and his 10 split backed that up, one of the fastest of anybody at the combine. He just explodes all over the football field. We love him just patrolling basically anywhere in the middle of the field, using his vision to make plays on the football. And the missed tackle thing, I want to circle back to that, because to me, there's a few different ways guys miss tackles. One is if guys aren't just interested in tackling whatsoever. That's not Savage. He comes up and lays the boom multiple times. So he doesn't have that problem. Two is having bad angles to the football. That wasn't his problem either. I loved his angles at ball carriers. The third was basically Savage's problem, not throttling down at the ball carrier. He wanted to go 100 miles per hour every single time. That led to some misses. You're going to have to accept that with his play style. I wouldn't want to rein him back in one bit.
For a lot of these safeties, we talk about fit and role being so crucial. But when I look at Savage, I don't know that there's a perfect fit. I have a selfish perfect fit. I think in a robber role where he is patrolling the short and intermediate middle of the field, I think he could just tighten up passing lanes, just really take away a lot of options for quarterbacks where they like to attack the field because of his range in that area. I think he could play deep free safety if necessary, but also quarter safety, too high safety, and more of a slot zone type of role. I think he could do a lot of different things. I think he's a strong safety that brings that coverage versatility to the defense.
Yeah, I think that's why he has a very good chance of being the #1 safety drafted in this upcoming draft, is because I'm not sure there's a single thing he couldn't do on the football field. If you're asking him, now he didn't do a ton of versatile things at Maryland there, but he can play deep, he can play in the box, he can play the slot. He just is a very talented football player at this point.
So there you have it. It's our Darnell Savage NFL Draft Profile, one of our favorite players in the draft. Of course, for the full breakdown on Savage, be sure to get your PFF Edge and Elite package.